Hello, Liz.
Hi, Bob.
How you doing?
Are we holding down the fort? I'm the only one so far, huh?
Yeah, I just started it, so uh, I'm sure we'll get some more stragglers here. Oh boy, been a busy week.
Got so much going.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Nola.
Okay.
Hi, Liz.
Hi,
Hey.
Nola.
Hi, Nola.
Hi, good to see you.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to go out in the plaza and have a little social with Ken
It
Cooper and all
was
that.
very fun. Yes. And he was having a good time, and so was everybody else. It was a
Yeah.
good time.
I hope we weren't spreading anything, a super spreader kind of event, but
No,
I-
I didn't think so.
I think we're with all us inside the bubble. I think we're okay,
I think we're okay. We're in
Uh,
there.
maybe this is a good test of it. So
Well, no, we don't want to find out.
no, that's really it isn't true. But I mean, if we can point to this and say, Judy, why can't we have events on the plaza as a nice social event, or instead of having to do 3 concerts in each of the plazas on Thursday, why don't we just have one and a nice concert in the plaza? And we could do some chit chat too, But I don't know. She's really, no, you don't want to social distance, this and that, But I don't know. We got to talk about that because they are going to relax some of the rules now that we are all vaccinated. Maybe that's the case. We gotta show our vaccination ticket to get into the plazas. And if you don't have a vaccination ticket, you can't come in. I don't know. Hello there, Bruce. Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there's something I was going to ask you, but I can't remember what the heck it was.
There we are. I must have got detached.
Oh,
It's good to see you. And Liz,
Yes.
hi.
Hello.
Are we early?
oh, just a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Hi,
how you doing?
we're doing fine. Thank you.
I was gonna try to show you Ann in here, but
Where is Ann?
she's over there.
Oh, I can see she's waving her hand. Yep.
Right.
Bob, I told you, I can't, if I hook it up by AirPlay to my television set, it locks my computer up. And so I got an adapter cable and all the bits and pieces, and I hooked it up hardwired.
Huh.
And that seems to work. It doesn't lock the computer up. It's probably, I've got an old computer.
Well, yeah, there's all kinds of new versions of AirPlay now, and I don't know if they're limited to the operating system or you can upgrade them separately. But they're trying to do other things, so you can talk to different devices or have multiple devices and everything else. Make it a little more versatile. It used to be sort of just a single channel, but I think they have all kinds of multiple tasks in it now. So
They may have had to do that because of teaching with it. There's so many different things they need to bring in.
Ah,
to teach. So could change.
yeah, well, things, I've loved technology, but now it's sort of getting beyond what I can keep track of. And I'm going to talk about one new technology that popped up this week. And I don't know, I hope I don't scare you guys away. It's on the front page. It's on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today. See that picture?
Yeah.
Can't tell what it is.
It's
Oh, that's that digital art, isn't it?
it's a Beeple. It's a guy who created this digital art, and they sold it for $69 million
Yeah,
Oh,
in Christie's.
that's
And
it.
all he gets is a digital file that's authenticated. He doesn't have anything to take home. It's all virtual art, digital art.
As the old saying goes, a fool and his money is soon parted.
Well, yeah, this is all protected by the Ethereum, Bitcoin, crypto stuff, but I mean, some people don't want to bank online. Others people, they're way on the other side of the technology spectrum, and it's unbelievable how some guy in Singapore bought this thing for $69 million. So I'll cover some of that when we get more people on board. I do have a question though, and I don't know. Judy, you're probably the most senior here that knows a little bit about stuff. We have about documentation. We have a book here called The Resident's Quick Reference Guide for Walnut
Okay.
Village.
Yep.
Is that a resident council book?
Yes,
Oh, it is. Because it's totally different than the handbook.
right, which is Walnut Village.
And I'm trying to figure out where the two fit together. And I don't know, for instance, do all new residents get these things?
They're supposed to,
Okay,
and it's supposed to be kept up to date. However, I'm told it's quite out of date. And the part that's out of date, I believe, is the references to local businesses. And that's one of the reasons they started it, was to help people know where to find a bank and that sort of thing.
oh, yeah,
But the part that is up to date is the resident council section in the back that has all the rules and regulations and the bylaws
yeah.
and policies and procedures.
I
And,
noticed there's a section there on earthquake meetings and all that.
well, it lists the name of every committee. And so all it says for earthquake is the fact that we exist,
Yeah.
and not much beyond that.
Well, it says, yeah, I was kind of wondering if this should be a home for a lot of the paperwork that we don't have a home for right now,
Such as
the earthquake meetings
Yes.
and a lot of the paperwork you put out, or stuff that the different council
Bathroom on my
Yes.
hearing aid, you want to get it, it's in the bathroom.
the different things that we have all these pieces of paper floating around, and when you want to go see, I think there was something on that 6 months ago. Where did I put it? And I don't know if it would be got out of scope, because it's supposed to be a quick reference handbook as opposed to just a file cabinet too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose you could just put a tab in there for announcements or something and use it yourself that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the things that I hand out for earthquake fall into two categories. One is to people on the team, and then they've got a clipboard where they can keep those things, and they go out of date after a while.
Sure.
And then the others is for the general resident audience. And those tend to be time limited also, I think. So I don't know how long they have to be stored.
Well, other than putting everything in the furnace pocket I was wondering that,
Yeah. No, the furnace pocket are things that should be kept.
yeah,
And so anything that's really super important, you want to stick in that document bag or your health bag.
yeah.
I've just been working on a form that I hope to give out to people, which will give you a place to keep track of, all in one place, who your doctors are, what your prescriptions are, what your immunizations are, and maybe your diagnoses and maybe your allergies and what maybe your funeral instructions. And just so that it's all in one place, and then you can put that in your document bag, or you can share it with your relatives, etc. And so the earthquake team's been playing around with it, trying to come up with the right categories. We know that not everybody will fill it out, but
Well,
it's,
doesn't Pam have all of that?
no, she doesn't. Not all in one place.
I think she has it all on me in that notebook.
You think she's got all that stuff? Really?
She knows my doctors. She knows my medications.
Okay,
She knows what's happened to me lately.
okay.
Well, that's in the medical part of the furnace in, pocket. Yeah. Patty, we're talking about this residents quick reference guide, and I'm trying to find out, do we have an active program to keep that thing up to date?
Well, we've been talking about that in our board meetings, and that is going to be updated. And we'll make sure that especially the new people coming in will get one that's new. And one of the things we wanted to update was some of the materials on the businesses. You know, that section about businesses?
Yeah, well, there should be probably an easier way to just get an online PDF dump or something of the local things, or, as opposed to have it all typed out and stuff. I don't know.
But
anyhow,
yes, that is being addressed.
Because I was trying to figure out if some of that stuff should be on the Village News, or changes to it be on the Village News as a way of keeping people current on that stuff. Anyhow, we're way off the subject. So let's see. Let's get started. We have a lot of things to talk about, and I actually started talking about what a nice get together that was for Ken Cooper, and how people really enjoyed getting out and rubbing shoulders with each other for the first time in a while. Even though we weren't supposed to be that close, we were doing it, and it was fun, and it was nice to chat with everybody. So I think I don't know if we can set this as a precedent, but if we're all zero positives, all been vaccinated, maybe vaccinations should be the price of admission to those kinds of things, then we should probably have some more of these get-togethers or something or other. Maybe
Show your vaccination card as you enter.
Yeah.
Maybe we can celebrate St. Patrick's Day this way. I don't know. But that would probably have to have a lot of green beer or something. So,
Oh, gee.
it was a nice thing of doing that. Let's see. Next week is a lot of things happening. We daylight savings comes tomorrow night. St. Patrick's is on Wednesday, and the spring equinox is Friday or Saturday. Friday, I think it is. Yeah. So we're having a lot of interesting things happen. And I says, well, winter's really not over yet here. And I says, well, let me see if I can share this with you. Last week, we were looking at some eagles. Remember the eagles?
Yeah.
And they were sitting on their nests and enjoying each other, and they actually changed shifts and everything else. Well, that's up in Big Bear, and of course Big Bear had a lot of snow, And so what happened? Well,
Oh my.
here's what had happened.
Oh,
my gosh. Is Audra
Hmm.
there?
I hope that's
Oh.
not bad.
Well, watch, just keep watching. There he is.
Wait, so-
It must be warm in there, though.
Uh,
Oh,
And that was unbelievable. And I don't know exactly how they keep warm and all that, but he slowly dusts himself, or he or she, I don't know what it is, dusts himself off, and I'm going to run it way forward because all it is here is just he's now getting up to getting some air and stuff, and then right around this point, his friend shows up.
his mate.
Oh,
Together?
Oh,
And they slowly change shifts again.
Really? They don't sleep together.
No, no.
Yeah.
no,
Single beds.
one bed between them.
The eggs
Oh.
don't freeze?
So winter isn't over up there, that's for sure. Spring is going to come, but they're still going to have some snow. So we'll talk about that. So let's see. I just want to share that up in the front because we're going to talk about a lot of spring things a little further on in. But let me have a chance for Nadine to talk a little bit. And I see we're doing really well in our no positive COVID testing and maintaining a good track record, but we really haven't got any relief from the public health people yet, right?
Right. No, I mean, we've gone COVID free for some time now. And that's really wonderful news for our entire Walnut Village community. Very happy. I know you're all very happy to hear that as well. We're fully vaccinated. We're just now at the point where we're waiting to get word from Department of Social Service and Public Health as to what's next. I'm sure you've all heard this week, there's been new guidance from the CDC, specifically about, visitation and gatherings with friends and families and after you've been fully vaccinated. But that hasn't trickled down yet to the community level of social service and public health. So we're still waiting to get guidance from them. I did hear that we will likely receive guidance by the end of this month. So as soon as we have it in writing, we'll share that with everybody and we'll roll things out from that point forward. But I know that visitation is one of the topics that will be addressed. Which is great because we all need that. We all want to open up more and have our friends and family come and visit here and dine with them on
I
campus.
gotta shut these eagles off here. Okay.
So I'm very hopeful that will be addressed. And then, like I said, we'll just wait to get guidance and share that with everybody. I just want to make a quick mention about the resident handbook, the Walnut Village resident handbook. There were two that you showed. One
Yeah.
is from the staff here at Walnut Village, and that there are some things in there that do need to be updated. Meredith and I spoke about that earlier today. There's some mentions about the care center and other items and topics that are outdated at this point. And so we're going to update that handbook and put that out.
Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah.
So that'll go out to the residents?
Yes. Yes, we'll make changes and put that out. I think the last time we made a change was late 2019, Meredith, is that right?
The last time we updated the manual completely was the end of 2019. We did do a couple of revisions on our end so that the new ones that were printed out to the residents moving in had those minor updates. But with the care center changes, now there's a big group of bigger updates that need to be done. So we probably should just reissue them.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to have a good documentation, because if we're not, chatting among each other like we used to do in the Red Chair Lounge, a lot of the new people really need some help, some guidance of what's going on, and how to do this and what's going on. So that's good. Barbara?
My question really was, are the current residents going to receive these updates? Because I don't recall that we got updates in 2019 to put into the handbooks.
I believe everyone got new handbooks.
No.
We
Or
passed-
no,
No.
no.
I'm not even sure we got the change pages.
No,
No,
I
we
don't
didn't.
think so.
No, I
didn't.
don't remember new pages.
Because the bottom of the pages have the dates on them now. So
We
I had
didn't get a-
changed the file so that the bottom of each page actually has the month and year that it was updated at the bottom of the pages.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if all of your pages are prior to 2019, then yeah, you guys didn't get them. But I believe that was a very big project that I worked on with Teresa, that was supposed to be distributed to everyone. It was up to you to replace the pages in your binder. We didn't hand out new binders to everyone, but I believe it was distributed to everyone with the updates. I could be wrong. It could just
My
be.
index says 2012.
Okay, well then maybe we didn't update current residents on that. It was just new residents coming in. I'll have to double check with Teresa next week.
I always make a suggestion, Meredith, for Teresa. In the industry and the military, whenever they had a lot of change pages, they always had a summary page to show the latest changes, and that gets filed in the front of the book. That way you know if you receive them, and then the next time you have an update, you just keep adding to that page to see if you got all the changes over the period of time. And it's sort of like a log that you publish to know if on chapter 3 you don't have the latest chapter 3, you go back and see when it was revised, and each time you have a revision to the manual, that log gets updated and sent out with all the changes.
Okay, that's a good idea. I know when I did it in 2019, I had to reformat a lot of the chapters, so it wasn't going to be simple to just replace a few pages here and there. It was more like the whole thing needed to be replaced. So I guess it was a misunderstanding as to how that was distributed. But we will definitely look into that so that everyone has the most current information.
Yeah.
Mine is 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's 2014, although I have some pages up as late as 2017 too. So,
Okay.
The other way you can do it when you're putting in a new page with a new date is to say replaces and the old date, so you know that that you have a continuity there.
Okay.
yeah, but it's good to have that summary log of all the changes, so you know that kind of stuff. Unless you do a completely revision to the manual and reprint the whole manual, that's a different story.
Okay.
I heard something from Nadine. I don't know if she wants it, that we have a good set of prospects for move-ins over the next few months. Do you want to tell us about that, Nadine?
We do. We've had quite a bit of activity in the last couple of weeks, but we've got one move-in scheduled for the month of March, and we've got 3 move-ins for the month of April, correct me if I'm wrong, and 1 for May, Meredith?
Yes, we may actually have 2 for May right now. I got another deposit today.
Great.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yay.
well,
So
that's great.
We've come a long way in the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's
We
good.
still have a ways to go, but it's a really good start.
Well, I guess you guys are, I don't know if we're in the way or not, but if there's anything else you need us to help or how we can help, let us know, and so we can jump on that. So we keep keep that going and keep our occupancy up high and high numbers. What is our occupancy now, Nadine?
We've got 19 vacancies.
We count 170 for earthquake.
For earthquake. So yeah, we've got 19 vacancies. With what I just said, we've got six are spoken for. Is that right,
Yes.
Meredith? Okay.
Yes,
So 13.
yes.
So
No,
that will leave us with 13.
So we're doing well.
Vacancies.
We're at about 90% occupancy right now, which considering industry wide we're actually in a pretty good position.
That's good.
But it is lower than what we've had the last several years, but we really are not in that bad of shape compared to some other communities, which gives me hope and keeps that positive energy going, which is why our momentum has really been picking up. And we've been busy. We've been good. This is good. Thank
Good.
you. I do want to thank everybody for bringing up the advertising issues, so to speak, with our commercial. Nadine and I have decided there's some extra money for this fiscal year, which ends at the end of March. And we are going to be funneling that money into reshooting a new commercial spot. So it won't be focusing on COVID because that's too specific, but it will be a fresh piece with new faces and new positive energy. So hopefully that does the trick. So we'll see how that unfolds. We'll keep you posted.
That sounds great. My comment in the past was if people wanted to find our COVID status, there is no easy way to find it. If you had someone who was thinking about Walnut Village and they wanted to know how we were doing, where do you point to them to figure out the numbers that we've had of so many days without any positive tests and that kind of stuff.
That's an interesting topic. If you look at other communities, you'll find the information is pretty consistent. In that generally businesses are not posting numbers necessarily because they constantly change, as we know. I mean, we've had a consistent pattern recently where we have not had any cases, but at any time on any given day, those numbers could change, as we all know. And it's all relative. Might not be as meaningful to somebody to see how many COVID cases that we've had. I think our numbers are very low, comparatively speaking, to other communities, but it might not be meaningful to the outside person. So we don't post that kind of information, but people can inquire if they're curious about it.
Well, I should think we would be worthwhile saying that we're all been vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's published anywhere.
True. We're not 100% vaccinated. Not every single person at Walnut Village has been vaccinated. We've had our 3 vaccine clinics, and those who have opted to get vaccinated are fully vaccinated. We can say that. But this community is not 100% vaccinated.
Well, okay.
So it's
There must be a way of saying it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Barbara, what you got?
Well, I made my connection with Vicki Vargas at Channel 4. And unfortunately, we are a few weeks late. She says it sounds like they're doing a great job at Walnut Village. We actually profiled a similar retirement complex a few weeks ago.
Oh.
So Channel 4 has already done that. They also got the vaccines into lots of arms and had very few cases. I appreciate the pitch, but I fear we are getting COVID weary.
Aren't we all? Oh, that's another big event this week. This is the anniversary.
Yes. it
Our
is.
COVID 1-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Maybe
what a nice-
I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one, but
Well, what a nice way to have an event today, right? To start fresh. We're starting a fresh new year, and to celebrate Ken's birthday. I just thought that was really special.
Yeah.
I did see
It
most of
was.
you out there. Yeah, it was really nice. Meredith can speak to, we did reach out to OC Register, and they would like to do a piece on today's event. And it really was, you know, what we've discussed in the last few weeks is presenting a feel-good story. And
Yes.
today really was a feel-good story about Ken Cooper's 100th birthday, celebrating him. So Meredith and Judy reached out to OC Register, and they'd like to do a piece on that for us. And that's really going to get, you know, local attention
good.
That's
in a positive way. Yeah.
I have a suggestion. When you're doing your publicity, please include the swimming pool, the best looking swimming facility in Southern California in a retirement community. I'm not kidding.
That's true.
There's one at Vivante that's as big, but the room is not nearly as nice. I mean, it's much superior in every way. So I think you should emphasize it. And the fitness center is terrific and with good instruction. So all of that shouldn't be overlooked.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
You're right, Michelle.
Anywhere else.
Okay.
But
Uh,
Vivante costs lots more money also, and it's not as good. That's what I'm trying, that's my point.
I think you can save it.
All righty. Well, let's see. We got any other new hot topics today?
If I could ask a quick question of the Mahjong players, we're looking for the table covers. Do either Barbara or Nola have them in their apartment?
Not me.
I'm going to have to go out and
No.
new ones. Ours are lost. So just thought I'd ask, if you know of anybody who took them, let me know right away.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's talk about springtime. Okay. We got to be prepared for springtime. And I don't see Virginia tuned in today. But I got, but let's see, I got Gloria here too. So let me share, if I can find this thing here, some wonderful things that we see in our springtime. Come on, where am I going here? I better do it this way. So this is a, can you see this? This is the most beautiful flower garden in the world, but no people.
All right.
And this is from Virginia. Pickering sent this to me, and it's in Holland.
Of course, yeah.
These are
Oh,
the
yeah.
gardens in.
This is Holland.
This is near Amsterdam. It's the
Oh, Kuchenhof Gardens.
Kuchenhof. Yeah,
I've been there.
I've been there too, and
Yeah.
Joanne's had relatives in Holland, and so we had gone up there, and it's unbelievable color, and you can see this website. I'll put this website up on the Village News, and it's just beautiful colors.
Oh my goodness.
Mm. Yeah.
And the tulips and everything else. And they say, basically they're saying, you know, and you can see the little Dutch bridges here and all that. Even though the people aren't coming, they still have to, you know, keep the flowers going. And so they're still there. So this is a beautiful site to look at all the flowers in Holland. And they go on, I guess, for many months. After a while, it warms up, and things like the tulips can't stay, and a lot of the annuals and stuff like this just can't be blooming like this forever. But it's just heartwarming to see all this beauty, and for a photographer, this is a you know, just a wonderful place to go.
Yeah.
I took some pictures of this stuff long time ago, and I have no idea where they are anymore.
Of course.
So that's Holland,
Hold on.
and goes on and on and on and on. Okay, and it's a big place. It's
A lot of
a
work.
huge garden, and then there's all kinds of little places you can go off to see other little things. So that's the Holland one. Now, we can't be overdone by that. So we have to have the local flower fields. And if you've ever been to flower fields,
Yes, they took
Yes.
us.
this is down in Carlsbad or Encinitas. And I was there with my family, 10 years, over 10 years ago now. And I didn't have a drone like this to fly around with it and enjoy it. But it's so beautiful. And they're open now.
Oh,
And if you want to buy tickets, you can go down there and see that. Okay.
you purchased it.
And let me see. I'm going to try to see if I can find the. So this is where am I now? Okay, go do this and share. Let's share. So this is my last trip to the flower gardens,
Mm.
and
Hmm.
these are photos I've taken. I think it was probably around 2004 to 5 or 6 or something like that. And you can see how some of the people walking around touring are on the horizon. But the flowers are so beautiful. And if you've ever been there,
Those are ranunculus, right?
Yes.
Binoculars.
Calandulas.
ranunculus, yes. And they have a few other things there too. But mostly ranunculus. They come all up at once, beautiful color.
Mhm.
And it's so wonderful to see all of this, and to see the immensity of this all in one place. It's unbelievable. It's something that and people of all ages enjoy it. So
Maybe next year Judy will take us on a trip there.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be able to get on the,
you have
back
to
of the
walk around a
wagon.
little bit.
Right,
you have
right.
to get on the hay wagon to do
Yeah.
it.
There's a car. We went down with our previous activity director in about 2011, maybe 11 or 12. We were still fairly new here.
Yeah. So that shows that even though the eagles up in Big Bear are going to have to suffer with the snow, there is hope that we can have some nice spring weather coming and a lot of fun things to do here. So that's the big message here. Let's see, I have a chat message here. Bill McGahee is having problems trying to get on here.
Oh,
I don't know, poor Bill.
I'll give him a call. I'll call
Usually
him.
he helps everybody else. And this time he messed up his ankle delivering all those books for me. And now he's sort of been laid up past week, but he's sort of getting along. And now he can't get on the Zoom. I don't know what's going on. So anyhow, we'll see. I was going to ask this past week, we sent out Dropbox links to people who bought the resident photo directory, so they can have a copy of it on their phone, their iPad, or their computer, or both, or all three. And it's a Dropbox link that allows you to basically link to a set of 160 some files that show the names and photos of all the people in the book. I hope people have been able to figure that out. I try to be very explicit in explaining that. Are there any people who don't understand that I could quickly go over it, or has everybody pretty much tried it?
I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me show you what it's about.
I have had trouble with Dropbox before, so I haven't tried it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me share the screen. I'll show you basically what it's all about. It's not that hard. Let's see. Get out of here. Where am I? This is photos. I need a technical director here behind the scenes to
Right.
deal with some of this.
Camera 2.
Okay. Here's the Dropbox link. When you click on the link that I sent you, for instance, let me get out of here. I want to X out. So if I click on the link that I sent you, which is, where is it here? Now I got too many things going here. Here it is. It will pop up the Dropbox, and you get it just by names or something like this, or you can actually see the exploded. But if you leave it by, this is the way it'll show up on your phone typically, and then you just scroll down to the name you want to find, and they're all basically by first name. And so, but here's a special one. Here's a special.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a special.
That was good.
So anyhow, when you get to there, it will give you either a link here, or it says where you can download that. Okay, and if you click on the download, you can either directly download it to your device, or you can save it to your Dropbox account. Okay, and then it'll save all those photos, 167 photos, to your Dropbox account. That way, anytime you want to get to them,
Yes, if you had trouble with that.
It'll be there. Okay.
Okay, a question. I don't have a Dropbox account. If I save it to my computer, is it going to take tons of memory?
Yes.
But it'll take, that's the nice part of the Dropbox. Dropbox will store it in a cloud with your name and your account. And then you don't have to take up space on your drive. But if you have plenty of space, I think it's maybe let's say it's 1.5 gigs or something like that. Then you don't have to worry about a Dropbox account. A Dropbox account is free. You just put your name and address and name and password and you're going to sign one up. And then you can use it for sharing other things. For instance, I used to download the chorale songs to Dropbox accounts, if you remember.
Mhm.
And there's other uses for sharing data across different places. So it's handy. It's not a requirement. It's a goodie. It's a freebie that I put out as part of the directory. So
Is that-
that's what I'm-
Well, further question then, if I just leave your email there and I want to get one of those pictures off of it, I can open it temporarily, take the picture and then close it again, right? Let it just sit there?
No, you don't need to do that. You actually, if you have it in your Dropbox account, you actually have the picture, and you can just copy and paste the file. You don't need to make a screenshot. You actually have a copy of the file in that account, and then you copy and paste it to anywhere you want.
Does that also have the phone numbers?
No.
The phone numbers and the room numbers and all that would require set up special directories, and that's a little bit of more programming. And what I have done is I have loaded that stuff into my mail system, my contacts system, and unfortunately, Apple and Google and Android, they all have different contact or address systems, but that's the place you want to do that. So if you went to your mail, your contacts information, then you would be able to see some of that. And I don't really have too many. No, I can't really show it to you. I was going to try to show you that, but it's hard to link photo information to a text database without some special programming or a specialized database. But the contact systems or the address systems for computers do allow that, but that requires you importing the pictures to that particular address. And I haven't done all of that. And
No.
that would be another project too. So we'll see. So let's see. That's just want to make sure you guys are okay with that. Let's see. The other thing I was going to I started talking about before everybody came on, is about the news of the week about NFTs. Does everybody know what an NFT is? Does anybody
The
care
check
about
you're-
what an
That's the
NFT
check the other people are going to get.
No, this is actually this is let's see if I can get this out of here. An NFT. This is an NFT. It's actually on the front page of the Wall Street Journal this morning,
In the Times too.
Yeah.
where this conglomeration, it's a what do they call it?
A digital
Collage?
It's a collage, yeah, a digital collage. It's called The First 5,000 Days, and it's sold for $69 million.
And you can't hang it on your wall.
And all you get is you get a link to this thing that says it's yours. This guy Winkleman in South Carolina, he's known as Beeple, and he's made this thing where there's 5,000 images in this thing, which is a collage, and if you go to the thing, each one zooms into a regular picture and so forth. But the whole thing about NFTs is they're catching on like crazy, and people are finding that this is that's not what I want to show. That there's all kinds of information about it. NFT stands for non-fungible tokens, and a fungible token is Bitcoin, see, and a non-fungible means it's more permanent, and you can store them, and you can and why is it in the news? It's because they're selling these things and people making money off of them. And you say, well, gee, I could make a screenshot of that and paste it and print it out and have it on my own wall.
Mhm.
Well, a lot of people say they can do that by taking a screenshot. And it says, well, yeah, but that's not the same thing. I mean, you could make a picture copy of Picasso's and say, and print it out and say you have a copy of a multi-million-dollar art, but you don't own it. So it's rather weird to say that, you know, if I have a digital certificate saying that I own it and I'm the only one who does own it, then I have bragging rights, I guess. That's about all I get out of it. So
No, if the value goes
Some people
up,
just
you
have
can
too much
sell it.
money.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the sports trading cards. They're now doing that for money.
yeah, they started all these things in sports trading cards, sports what they call gifts, and let's see if I can find. Gotta move this around here. Where did I do this stuff? This is it's all based upon using crypto technology and ether something or other. And this is the same one. They're all the rage, and they started another sports shot where the people are selling pictures of LeBron James making some special shot or something like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I say, if you walk into a museum and you see something on the wall, you says, well, that's kind of nice. They have that, but I don't think that you're.
This is Nyan Cat. He's part cat, part Pop-Tart. The gif of a rainbow casting feline was a viral meme back in 2011. Fast forward to February 2021, the original gif was sold at an online auction for 300 Ether, the cryptocurrency that powers the Ethereum network. That was equivalent to nearly $600,000 at the time. You may be asking how someone can own the original copy of a GIF that was pervasive around the internet. It's because it was sold as an NFT, or non-fungible token, which acts like a digital certificate of authenticity. The market for NFTs ballooned in 2020, climbing to a market cap of at least 338 million from about 41 million in 2018. But skeptics are asking whether these assets are really worth the value assigned to them, especially if all it takes to view them is an internet connection. To understand how NFTs work, first you need to understand what fungibility is.
Okay, I don't.
Fungibility refers to the ability of an asset to be exchanged.
I don't think you want to see all of this.
Interesting though.
But it's a big thing in the news because there's a lot of money involved in it, and a lot of sports people are now saying, "Hey, I'm going to take all this money that I'm sitting on, and use it for trading." And some of the sports enthusiasts, instead of doing fantasy football or something like this, they're going out and buying these NFTs or famous what do they call them, the shots of a lifetime or something like this, where they're very important game-changing shots or very memorable shots, which you could find on YouTube for free. But if you want to own the original version, you can buy it as an NFT now. But
wait till
$20,000 or something like this. It's crazy. So.
And the league gets a cut, and the sports person gets a cut.
Oh yeah, everyone's making money off this. 5% here and 5% there. So it's not like you're doing it for anyone fun. So it's unbelievable, all the stuff that's going on there. So a lot of articles there. I'm going to try to see if I can capture this for the for the Village News, and try to sum it. But it gets into things I don't even know about, and I thought I was a technique. Keep track of this stuff. So
no, it's good for us to know about new stuff that's coming along.
Yeah.
Even if we don't get involved.
Well, yeah. As you know, I love to follow the stock market, and right now, I've been saying, hey, all these wonderful tech stocks have been going up and up and up. Well, for the last week, 2 weeks, they're going down and down and down. They're down over 10% right now. But that's not so bad if you've been sitting on them for a year or two, because they're up maybe 100, 150%.
Mhm.
So you lose 10% of that. Just let's let it ride, But the poor people who say, "Oh, hey, the market's going to crash," sell everything. No, that's not. But you really have to understand what's going on. And these NFTs caught my eye, and it's just like it was a month ago. We had all this stuff going on with GameStop, and how people were making all this money on GameStop, because they were buying all these options and forcing short selling and everything else to happen. That's not my party either. I don't play that game. But my son called and he says, "Hey, Dad, should I get into this stuff?" And I said, "No, no." He says, because the people who were doing it were very, very highly educated, and a lot of them were actually traders on the market. So, all righty, let's see. I have one more thing to show that may end up having to shut off the recording here. So let me ask, is there any other stories people want to show and tell? We got any other comments going on here? I do have some, I do have some photos. Where are my photos here? Oh, yeah. Let's see. You've seen a lot of the ads on television that talk about, we use this toothpaste so you don't get gum disease, right? And I says, well, I hope I don't have, I got to go to the dentist next week anyhow, but let's see. So I'm worried about all this gum disease thing. So I said, well, how bad can it be? And so I came across a few of these photos.
Oh my God. Oh, Bob.
Awful.
Awful.
Well, you're supposed to guess who it is.
That's what is her name?
Amy Poehler.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
she's the
know.
one, yes.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, you got the idea. So let me see if I can.
Oh,
Yikes.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, yeah.
Angela. The Obama.
Oh, my.
Oh my.
That's Beyonce.
Beyonce, yeah.
George Clooney.
Well, he's still handsome.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
It
is.
looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty scary stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Wherever did you come up with that?
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. And that's Sarah Lee Parker.
Yeah.
So this is an incentive to make sure you brush your teeth every night.
Okay.
Let's see what else did I have? Oh, I had some other things. I had some other pictures to show. Yeah, these are some simple ones. Let's see. If you needed just a little cheering up here, saying age is important if you're not a piece of cheese, right?
Only if you're cheese.
Only if you're cheese, right? There you go. And this is one for all
That's
our
cute.
technical
That's
people.
really cute, yeah.
I've seen that one.
All righty. And how about this one? My wife said when I pass, she'd go the extra mile to give me the burial I deserve.
Oh, that's awful.
And then, of course, my daughter sent me a picture of her cats.
Oh, they are
And
so.
they were watching the rain in the window, and they'd never seen rain before.
Oh, that's so.
That was kind of.
Believe
I
it.
thought that was a beautiful picture. Yes.
Yeah, that
So-
is really cute.
Let's see what else we have. Okay, now this one. I see this one was sent to me by Virginia, I think it was, right?
I
said,
but
and she was saying, well, you don't have to worry about eagles. I mean, there's lions here, and the lions go into these little safari carts and they manhandle the people there. And the funny part about this is they were playing the song. So I said, well, no, wait a minute. Hey,
Lion King.